Hey people, welcome to the channel, and in this case, replying to some of the comments that I got in one of my last videos about the AI bubble, which is, it could not be more obvious. It is most definitely an AI bubble. It is being inflated with your money, the governments, the collusion between governments and corporations, so as to make this gigantic bubble themselves because it benefits them financially. Is AI something that's going to be revolutionary? Certainly yes. Is it something that should take up 40% of the market? It is insane. This is worse than the dot-com bubble, no question about that. But a question I got here, very interesting, about the backing that you have with precious metals, with gold, comes from Don Paps. The best way to avoid a bubble is not invest in it. Yeah, definitely. The best way to avoid a bubble is not invest, especially not investing in those stocks. Don't fall for, oh, I'm going to put everything here. Diversify. The power of diversification is massive, especially when it comes to keeping you safe. Now he continues on, there are other stocks than AI, indeed. Yes, gold is record high, but ask yourself these questions. Who are you gonna sell it to? Will they pay the spot price? No one pays the spot price. There's always gonna be above, or it's always gonna be a little bit below, but the price still remains. Now, who's gonna buy my gold? That's a great question, actually. The first thing you need to understand is the people that are going to buy the gold are the people that are already setting these record high prices. Who's going to buy it? The people that are making gold worth $4,100 right now. The people that are no doubt going to make gold cost $5,000 before the end of this year. I'm leaning more towards $6,000 if I'm being honest, looking at these last trends. I mean, this is in a day. It's going up 70% in a day. It's going up in this last 7 days. I mean, it's incredible how high last month. What is it? No, last month is, no, from here, $3,700 to, well, it's insane. That's just ridiculous. So I don't see this going $5,000. I see it closer to $6,000. We'll see what happens. But what matters to us the most is this: the trend that's going clearly up. It's a trend that is undeniable last couple years, because that's, it is what it is. But the one that sets the price is not the seller. If I want to sell gold, oh, I'm going to sell. This is like the famous story of the survivalist that says, oh, I'm only going to sell a chicken egg for an ounce of gold. Okay, good luck with that, buddy. That's not the price of the market. The buyer sets the price of the market. If gold is worth $4,000 right now, $4,100 right now, it's because there's people buying it. That's how much people are willing to buy. Right? That's how much people are willing to pay. Now, you can negotiate this a little bit more or less, or you may have something stable, or you may have, and talking about having stability for the future, let me remind you guys again of the sponsor of the channel, which is happily someone that I partnered a while back now, Augusta Precious Metals. This is the landing page. The link will take you there below. And for people that are in the United States, it is an option. Gold IRA means you're saving for your retirement in precious metals. If you save with these guys, by the time you're wondering, okay, I now want to sell my gold. Okay, what am I doing with it? You already have it. You already have it stored. You already have it in vaults. You can go and visit. You can literally visit the vaults where your gold is being stored, and you can quickly online buy and sell the amount that you want with them. It is a great company that I'm happy to have partnered with, especially given the prices that we see right now. I'm very happy for people that have bought gold already, especially if you bought it last year. Yeah, well, good for you. Buy now before you find yourself in this same position next year. But the point is, that's a big leverage that you have, because one of the things we often talk about here, and by the way, since I'm doing all of the promotion stuff, surviving the economic collapse and street survival skills, these are going to be massive to help you prepare for what's coming and what's already happening. But in my books, one of the things I explain is the physical having. I have it with me right now. That has the massive advantage of, you know what? If I have to leave right now, I put it in my pocket and I leave. Now, I've gone through this myself. I've literally put what I had in my pockets, both cash, both precious metals, and again, diversify. have eggs in different baskets, have some cash. Talking about gold, I was just explaining the advantages of gold IRA. You want to diversify. You want to have some solid in your hand. You want to have some cash in hand for emergencies. You want to have savings. You want to have crypto. You want to have all of these. Now, everyone has their, some people feel more comfortable with precious metals. You go a little bit more heavy and long in precious metals, especially if you have the option of saving for retirement. You go with that. No, I really get Bitcoin and the cryptocurrencies. Okay, by all means. Again, there's the link there below from Coinbase, which I've personally been using for many years now. Again, these are all links that I have in my channel because I trust them, I use them, I feel comfortable recommending them. Now, is it as comfortable as having it in my own hardware wallet? No, it's great for trading, it's great for buying, but I quickly move it to my own hardware wallet. No, I don't even like that. Just leave me with gold. Okay, but diversify as much as you can. And especially right now with the prices. Dude, I have to do another video about this. 56, the average US home buyer is now 7 years older than a year ago. A year ago. A year later, it's 7 years older. The average home buyer in the United States, 7 years older in just 1 year. Are you kidding me? No, I'm not. I'm not kidding you. This is happening. This is bad. You better get prepared for that. What I just explained. Diversify. Use the assets that you have available, especially if you are in the United States. I think that's a great deal. And also the ability of quickly selling. One of the big advantages of having physical is I have it in my power. One of the big disadvantages, which is something you actually want to consider, is the moment of selling. I explain in my books, the moment of selling can be complicated. You're not going to get nearly as good as a price as selling when someone you already have a business relationship with, someone that's already holding the gold for you. It's much easier to sell. And they will sell it because that's the price of the metal. Right? You will get a lot closer to that price if you go around and check in pawn shops. Okay, I have my precious metal. That's something that we did not have an option here in Argentina. There was no Augusta precious metal in Argentina when everything went to hell. There was no one with physical piles of gold that you already saved up to. Okay, you want to sell, okay, Mr. Smith, you want to sell 2 ounces for 100,000 pesos? Okay, already transferred. There you go. There was no such thing. There was nothing like that. It was a lot more complicated, a lot more shady, and a lot more dangerous, which is what I'm trying to do. Explain, teach, share experiences and knowledge accumulated over the years. Guys, see you next time. Take care.